Big question we're getting right now is, are home prices going to continue to rise? You know, I just met with somebody today saying, you know what, we're not going to buy because we're anticipating a big market crash and we think that we're just going to wait until prices go down. I totally understand the sentiment, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm here to tell you why I think prices are going to continue to rise. So a lot of analysts have thought that home prices were going to kind of peter out at the end of 2021 and we were going to kind of be into a much more settled down market by 2022. And so far, that just hasn't happened. All of the major indices that we see across the market are predicting right now and showing double-digit price increases. And I want to show you 3 of the major reports that we're looking at to show you exactly what it is that we're talking about and why we think that this is happening. So the 3 major reports that I want to share with you are, number 1, the FHFA's report that says they think that property values are rising about 17.6%. The other is the S&P Case-Shiller home price index. That's at 18.8%. And then of course the final report that we get is from CoreLogic, which thinks that it's going to be about 18.5%. So just to show you that we're not seeing any major signs of softening, let's take a look at all of these reports in a graph together. So as you can see in this graph, the blue line is the FHFA report, CoreLogic, and then the orange is the S&P Case-Shiller. And as you can see, last year, home price appreciation accelerated greatly in the first part of the year, spring into early summer. But then by the end of summer and towards the end of the year, we really started to see this deceleration. Now, it's important to know that deceleration is very different from depreciation. And no one at this point in time right now thinks that we are headed for depreciation. The main difference between acceleration and deceleration is the rate at which we're seeing prices go up. So we saw the acceleration slow down into deceleration, but we are not seeing depreciation at all. In fact, the FHFA saw that prices appreciated and accelerated in December in 6 out of the 9 regions that it tracks. The Case-Shiller report, which is a composite of 20 different cities across the US, showed that 15 cities accelerated out of the 20. And as Selma Hepp, who is the deputy chief economist at CoreLogic, explains, quote, after some signs of slowing home price growth, monthly price growth re-accelerated again, indicating home buyers have not yet thrown in the towel. And I can tell you just from experience of us working with clients in the market right now, that is absolutely true. So what does this mean for you? If you are a home buyer, whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're a veteran home buyer and you've been through this many times, we think that if you want to be buying a home this year, we think that delaying will just cost you more. We think that you should do this sooner rather than later. And there's really 2 main reasons why I say that. Main reason number 1 that I think is going to cost you is that mortgage rates are planning to rise. Mortgage rates have been on the rise for the last 60 to 90 days, and we think that that means borrowing money is going to cost you more the longer that you wait. And then, of course, way number 2 that this is going to cost you in the long run is home prices are expected to hit double-digit price appreciation again in 2022. So the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost for you to borrow and the more it's going to cost for you to purchase. Of course, what does this mean if you have a home to sell? Well, right now, today, especially in the DFW market, home prices are at an all-time high. Sellers are getting the best terms I've ever seen in my 15-year career, and you could potentially cash in, especially if you're not planning on buying something. So If you have any questions about what's going on in the market and how the market pertains to you as a buyer or you as a seller, just reach out to us. All of our contact information is in the description below this video. We'd love to work with you, whether you're a home buyer or a home seller. We hope that you are having a fantastic and prosperous year so far. We'd love to be working with you to sell or buy real estate in the DFW area in 2022. So reach out to us. We look forward to working with you. So thanks and happy buying.